there were moments where it got me, where I'm like, oof.
And your boy Jay Blastaway blasting off to the moon.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay Blastaway. Just getting out of the theater watching Smile 2. Wow. Wow. Not a bad sequel following the original concept of Smile. I thought the lead actress, Naomi Scott, did a really good job portraying the psychological despair and tension and confusion, fear. I thought she did really, really good. There are a lot of moments or a lot of scenes in the movie in which she kind of has to carry the film with her facial expressions or just with her emotion. And I thought she did a really good job. Also, I couldn't help but recognize Jack Nicholson's son in that, playing her previous husband. I mean, the resemblance is uncanny. Very gory. Very gory. You know, not the goriest movie I've ever seen, but definitely some gore in there. I'm forgetting the name of the actor. He played Lewis in this movie, and he did a really good job. He did a really good job. I think this movie delivers in a way where it gets you hooked from the beginning. You know, the opening scene is pretty interesting. I was engaged. And then compared to the first one, now I haven't seen the first one in a long time, but compared to the first one, I think this one dives way more into the psychological effects that this being has on its host. There's a lot of moments where you're like, you're on the edge of your seat. Now, I'm not trying to spoil anything, right? But there were moments where it got me, where I'm like, oof. Came out of the theater with my heart racing a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Good horror movie overall. I'm not gonna come out here and say, my God, that was a masterpiece, that was insane, blah 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 blah. No, I was in the mood to watch a movie today. That's currently what's occupying the XD theater. It's just like the big screen. So I was like, screw it, let me go in, see what this movie's about. I've already seen the first one. I didn't expect to get wowed and to get, to come out of the theater raving about it. But was it a bad time? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I got my money's worth. I don't know. I guess what can you expect from a sequel? From a franchise, or like a continuation of a movie that did well, but it wasn't like amazing. So it's just like, insert that meme.
I mean, it's all right. Like,
the Smile franchise in itself, I mean, when you think of horror franchises, nobody puts Smile up there with some of the best. You know what I mean? Do I recommend going to see it in the theaters? If you're a big horror movie person and you like getting scared, or you just like seeing the newest like horror movie that comes out, by all means, you're not gonna have a bad time. But if you're looking for a unforgettable movie watching experience, this isn't it for me. I'm not gonna go back to this one. This was like again, if there was any other movie or any other, like, if this was in standard, if they were showing this solely in standard format and there was another movie taking place in the XD, that's what I would be watching. But Smile 2 is occupying the XD theater until I think Venom comes out tomorrow. And then after that, I think the movie that follows that in XD is Gladiator 2, if I'm not mistaken. So again, I just wanted to go to the movies today. I mean, like I said, that meme encapsulates it perfectly. I mean, it's alright. So, I don't really do ratings. I don't rate movies. Because, and again, when it comes to horror, I'm not the best source. I haven't watched them all. That's not my favorite genre. But it got me. Like I said, it got me. There were moments of jump scares. It got me. It was gory. I wasn't bored. And again, the lead character, as an actress perspective, I think she did a really good job in this performance. I think she did a really good job. Not gonna lie, because a lot of the acting was, like I said, going back to it, a lot of the acting was solely on her face, and it required her to have a lot of range in this movie. It required her to make you feel all of the different emotions she was going through. So it was good. It was good. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just ready for cinema. I'm ready for, like, I'm ready to be wowed. I want to come to I want to give you guys a reaction straight out of the, like, you know, because again, this is something I should have been started a while ago, but we're not going to talk about it too much. We're back. We're here. We're reacting to movies straight out of the film, straight out of the theater when we get out. But I'm ready to finally give you guys, like, a coming out of the theater and just being, like, mind blown, and come out of it just raving about the movie. That was mid. That was all right. That was okay. Nobody's going to talk about the Smile franchise years down the line, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I didn't even think the first movie was that good to warrant a sequel. But I could be mistaken. I don't know how successful it was in the box office, but I didn't watch it in the box office. I watched it. I was like, okay, that was original. It was cool, but, like, sequel worthy? Nah, man. Nah, and if anything, that, like, this one, dude, that just, I have a problem, and we could get into it now. Screw it. I have a problem with the day and age that we're in now. If an original idea or original movie gets any type of success or any type of love or makes the studio any type of money, oh, sequel it. Let's give it a sequel. Like, no, because I feel like I'm not going to sit here and... The first one was original. I personally like the first one more than this one. Because the story, I think, the story and the characters meshed well and better, for me, at least. I was more engaged in the story, and I liked the way the first one ended. I liked that. I enjoyed it. But this one, where you kind of go in with some idea of how the thing is transmitted, how, like, what it does. So I guess this one's just building off that and being like, oh, let's make the deaths crazier, or let's make it even more bloody, or let's play with her mind a little bit, the psychological aspect a little bit more. So it's just like, if anything, making a sequel takes away from the first one and its original idea and it being what it was, in my opinion. They didn't have to do that. That didn't add anything of value. That was just like, again, that was just a money grab, bro. That was for sure a money grab. For sure a money grab. Not spectacular. It's not gonna blow your socks off. It's not gonna no. Will it have your heart racing a little bit when you get out of the theaters? Yes. Will it get you in moments in the theater if you're looking for that, like, if you're looking to be scared? Yeah. But in my eyes, the veterans of the horror genre that love this genre and are looking for just bigger and better things and people to innovate the space, that's not what this is gonna do. This is not a revolutionary horror movie. This is not something we've never seen. Hell, I mean, since I'm so like, I'm not as in touch with the horror genre as I feel like a lot of people are. So like, if you're a veteran in the horror space, you go into that movie, I feel like you could pick up on when you're gonna, you know what I mean? You could pick up on the moments where, oh, something's about to happen. Oh, yeah, oh, very predictable. They try with the twists. I want to not spoil, and even talking about twists but not giving too much detail to me feels like spoiling, but it just didn't do it. It didn't do it. I see where they were. I see what they were trying to do, but no. I didn't. Nah. Money grab. But again, I think that's where I'm gonna end it. I think we're going in circles right now. We're just repeating ourselves, but I do want to give credit to everybody that worked on the film, because at the end of the day, it got made. At the end of the day, everybody contributed to that movie. Not everybody's at fault, because I particularly didn't like it. There were aspects of the film that were enjoyable. It wasn't a complete and utter disaster. It was just all right. I'm in the mood, and I'm on the hunt for life-changing movie watching experiences. That's what we're on the journey for. And I wish that I would have started this back in the day, like when I've seen some of my most favorite movies that have blown my mind. And let me know. I might start just doing this. Like, if I just find a film that I've never watched that's probably a little bit older or a little bit newer, and it just blows my mind, because I want to give you guys reactions to, like, not only the newest movies that are coming out, but movies that are like completely mind-blowing to me, and that I want to share with y'all and recommend with you guys. I've done these this is the second live straight out of the theater reaction, and it's just like, the first one was good. The first one was compelling. We Live in Time. That one actually moved me. This one was just like, okay, it was just a mediocre horror movie. Bloody. It gets you in moments. But mediocre. Her performance, good. The guy who plays Lewis, great. He had a great performance. Jack Nicholson's son, in the scenes that he gets, I mean, it's Jack Nicholson's son. So he looks a lot alike. So I'm a big fan of Jack Nicholson. Son looks a lot like him. They share that fucking sinister smile. I thought he did a good enough job. The movie as a whole, as getting you invested, as walking out of the theater like, holy crap, like that really, really was so good where you want to recommend it to a bunch. No, doesn't do that. As a whole, it's very mid to me. It's very mediocre. First one's better. But anyways, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Comment down below with any other type of movie reactions you want to do, any movies that you're looking forward to me watching and giving a review to that are slated to come out. If there's a movie that that you want to recommend to me that you think I haven't watched, that will give me what I'm looking for, life-changing movie watching experience that'll blow my mind, that the twist is unexpected. It could be horror, it could be drama, it could be action, it could be whatever. But I'm looking for movies that blow my mind, that like have me thinking about them for the next couple days after or the weeks after and make me want to talk about them and recommend it. It's the only thing on my mind. I'm not looking to watch average movies. I want to watch the best of the best. I'm not at the age, to be honest, where I don't have like, there's some movie, okay. There's people who have watched so many, and I've watched a good amount of movies, but still, compared to, I just like to humble myself and feel like I have not watched a lick. But I don't rewatch movies that often because I'm constantly on the search. Then I find one of those movies and I'm like, oh my God, that was awesome. That was so good. And then I'm just chasing that experience. And it's unfortunate, the landscape of movies that are out right now or that are coming out, because it's like, next year's going to be a great year for film, though. Next year's going to be a great year for film. Got a lot of great, very anticipated superhero movies that are coming out. We got Superman, Fantastic Four. I'm honestly, regardless of what you may think, I am excited for Captain America: Brave New World. We got, I think, Christopher Nolan's new film, starring Tom Holland, that's supposed to be like a horror piece with vampires, starring Tom Holland and Matt Damon. We got Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday. I don't know if that's getting shot next year. I don't know if both those films are, I seen something. I don't know if they're getting shot next year or if they're coming out next year. That's on me. These are very raw. I'm not looking at anything, so you know what sucks? The more I'm thinking about it, the best part of that movie watching experience was watching the trailer for No Festo, or whatever the hell that movie's called, with like Bill Skarsgård and Willem Dafoe. It's supposed to come out on Christmas. It's like a black and white-esque like horror movie. That movie, and that trailer was freaking badass. Excited for that one. But yeah, like I said, I want movie watching experiences that'll change my life and blow my mind. So if you have any of those and you're like, oh man, no, this is what I gotta recommend to him, and I'll do a reaction. Comment down below. Movies coming out, movies you've already watched that you think I haven't. All right, love y'all, appreciate y'all. Jay Blast Sweat, I'm blasting off. Peace to the moon.
Goddamn, and I'm leaving.